Chrissy Pollock. Welcome to Wyld Chyld Tattoo Cafe. We have coffee here, fresh all the time. We have tattoos and desserts, muffins, and lots of fresh stuff. Karaoke, open mic night, poetry night. Always welcome to come by. And if you're not really sure about the alternate world of tattooing, body modification, you can come in and be a little voyeuristic. We have windows, so you can sit comfortably in the cafe and watch somebody else get tattooed.
Okay, our first feature. Without further ado, Barbara Reiher-Meyers is a board member of the LIPC. She curates an online poetry calendar, the Tri-County Area www.poets.com/Long Island, event coordinator and poetry editor. She has one book, Sounds Familiar. So let's welcome Barbara. I admire her economy and her comical poems.
I'm leaving, I have no phone.
Well, you don't have to read them. I just like them.
Next week. Take these seeds, muscled over generations, implanted, nurtured, natalized, core mysteries coddled and cushioned inside their quiet kingdom, suspended until born into the urgency of need. Brother, we were like Irish twins, born within 2 years, although we did not look alike. He was sinewy, with turquoise eyes and hair burnished by the sun. I had pale eyes and brunette mane. He was long past saying, "Get lost and leave me alone." And so I trailed along after David, the closest of 7 siblings. We were inseparable as we tromped through fields of buttercups, pulled scallions from the forest floor and ate them, dirt and all. He'd shinny up the fruit trees and throw treasures down to me. How many petty thefts we managed on our hunger quest, near and far from home. We were the youngest of the brood, easy to ignore, fast to slip away. I often wonder how it was we were never missed, and how it happened that we slowly faded from each other. Don't clap, just throw money.
I'm all out, not settle for applause.
Well, applause kind of breaks, I think applause breaks the flow of a reading. When it's like a concert, you don't clap at every piece of music. And if you clap for one and don't clap for the other, then I feel bad.
We'll clap at the end.
Yes, thunderous applause at the end, please. Larry. He was like a tree, my brother. Strong and grizzly, not the sick old man waiting to go home and die. I recall a skinny kid, sparkle-eyed, before he became a man. Then came the uniforms he wore to help him stay away from home. He wed a woman who couldn't be content. They lost laughter as years progressed, although she clung to this tree of a man, fluttering with anxiety until he fell. I became the grandmother of twins, as everybody who knows me knows. So this is about Eric and Elliot. Eric and Elliot in their twindom floated in an aqueous kingdom while Mom and Dad went charge card wild for top-notch gear to give each child. The twins emerged on time in June. Their parents realized very soon a good night's sleep could be no more once the boys began to roar for love and comfort and the rest, and to suckle at the breast. The parents don't complain. They're thrilled that destiny has been fulfilled. Nana speaks. Woman of words, reduced to antediluvian clucks and grunts by angelic newborns. Thousands of vocabulary words rendered useless by bright eyes and gurgles. Goo. Sunday at the Crazy Donkey. You know that place? It's closed.
I've heard stories.
Yeah, it was a place for bands. Beneath the cavernous black ceilings, strobes illuminate bottle-headed drummers, the hearts of bands with names like Suck It Easy, Finally Balanced, and Monsignor Ghost. My gorgeous daughter sings backup, moving with the melodies, tapping her tambourine while I sit in the glow of a Red Bull sign, relieved to see some oldsters like me here to hear their talented kin. Elder gray-haired bikers rock on the edge of coolness, their chicks in neatly creased jeans and shirts artfully arranged to show their bras. Wild guitars played at groin level point like deadly weapons at the audience of androgynous fans in mandatory goth, flabby Fonzies with comb-overs and ponytails, pasty-faced wannabe gangsters. Girls with impossibly long legs wear short shorts calculated to show just enough thong to be stylish. So many dimples and tramp stamps. They bounce in tandem with the beat. They are energized. I am enervated. I wish I had the denim concession. This is a little more serious. Shadows at noontide. It seems my dreams are closing in with symbols I don't want to see. Burning coals of anger lie hidden, festering beneath this rubble of smiles. When confronted, I protest with the urgency of a 6-year-old liar and wait outside the temple on steps incarnadine with sacrifice, facing the dragon of indecision. Myths. How many spiders have we swallowed in the semi-dark? Web lies line the gullet linked one to one to one until our throats constrict, unable to allow the truth. Alone in the dark. I heard the wind rage while it whipped the storm windows as if to imitate offstage thunder. The flashing clock revealed that power had failed sometime during the night. Even so, I felt warm and secure, foot-wrapped, naked, wild-haired, eavesdropping on the storm. Luck. I heard the lightning split the oak and prayed the roof would hold. An unseen hand had dropped the tree between the fence and house. I mourned the loss of that old friend whose body rested on my lawn, although I was a jumble of sad to glad to what the hell. A boat in Key West Harbor. Sunset mimics the flag of Japan. My body sways gently, no hunger, thirst, only contentment for now. To live here alone? Paradise is fleeting. Better to share bitter cold than to luxuriate alone. 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 Who can find a sadder word? This poem came from a workshop that Martina Scala did at the Walt Whitman Brooksville place. He wanted to know, what was your worst job? And mine was an aide in an adult home. One. Rumor had it that Sally was once a Ziegfeld girl. That spirit often flared at other aides who were too timid to tend to her. I didn't fear the fire in her roomy eyes, tortured by demons only she could see. Sally sobbed and clutched my hands each night on midnight rounds, until sleep conquered deep dementia. I left each morning through high locked gates after waking her from her sodden sheets. 2. One day when the cook complained of claustrophobia in the dungeon of the kitchen, we traded shifts for a fortnight. She covered my midnight chores, complete with the resident terrors, soothing Sally, calming the night walkers, while I rustled up my mother's recipe from low-grade cuts of meat, salt-laden soup stock, and dented cans, which were locked in a bin beneath the stairs, sequestered from close inspection. 3. The owner, sleek in her Prada, stopped in once a week to run her manicure through the accounts, check her profits, and promise to fix the plumbing, then rode away in a Mercedes as black as her soul. Holy Velcro. Alone in the back of a Catholic church, late for the funeral, I think. No, early, and so he attended Marilyn's Mass, whom I did not know. Not Harry's, the dad of my friend. Too late, I observed the banner with "Rest in peace in the place of love," and Marilyn's name velcroed to the cloth. A later service would herald Harry, while Marilyn went the way of all change. Like dispossessed saints. Oh, Christopher, how and why did we lose you? Where are those hats the girls wore to church, and the dinners of Wheaton's Friday? The hierarchy has its ways to lose our ways. I pray for your soul, Marilyn, and comfort for all those who grieve, as I ponder on whether or not I should take the Eucharist twice in one day. And what would the Pope say to that? Afraid to be tardy, look foolish, so anxious to stick to the rules. A Methodist, former Catholic girl who dared to go up to the rail. I am at a loss as I was as a child. In the end, I don't care that I'm late for one Mass, too soon for another, and the Pope will just have to deal with it. Doctor. Today's science is tomorrow's bullshit, a physics professor once proclaimed. I dispute drugs and side effects in essential tete-a-tetes between my doctor and his willful patient. I use Wikipedia common sense, and he counters with education. Take this statin, for instance, with its myriad side effects, the worst being sudden death. My dear doctor, is afraid that I will die while in his care. I argue for quality of life versus constant pain, and reassure him that I am ready for whatever awaits. ramblings. The air has changed. A hint of strange spice settles in my throat. Sounds fall softly, floating just beyond the understanding. I observe from my hammock wild onions, dandelions, and those other things my neighbor calls weeds. From this garden, once lush, I picked 10 green tomatoes. Helpless hangers-on and now heading toward the ground. A cricket slurs its song in shadowed woods. Winter is in the wings. Oh, and I'm talking about gardens, and tomato season is coming up. It is one of my old favorites. Local tomatoes. None of this namby-pamby, vine-ripened California cardboard that's green and orange county, stripped and shipped to us while being coaxed to ripen through 6 color stages by blasts of ethylene. No, just feel the weight. There is no mistaking that solid love apple, that reliable red, eat me tonight, Long Island beefsteak tomato. I took Daddy's beer. Did you know that slugs will drown and die in a shallow dish of ale? Or that beer makes a great after shampoo rinse? Stale ale makes batter for deep fried onion rings. That is, if any beer remains. Fear. The raised fist, vicious words. The toddler screamed in fear when Daddy battered Mommy. One thought, to leave the brood upon whom they depended. Her strength came after 3 more births and the greater threat of cancer. Why I listen. Each note attacks my ears like air raid warnings until I reach to cover them. The shriller it gets, the more it hurts. I must remind myself, I once held such rage and launched assaults upon the eardrums of my friends. Friday night in the suburbs. Music drowned by boozy conversations. Gen X couples gathered around the bar, trying to recapture youth this winter night. In their midst, surrounded by other men with more money and pretty women, the loner suckled his beer with a vacant gaze, an icon of loneliness. 2 men stepped outdoors, returned with the tang of cannabis in their high-priced flannels. LL Bean meets the local burnouts in this oh-so-trendy town. House for sale by owner, who is too infirm to climb to the 2nd floor to investigate that smell. Handyman special, real close to the lake, in need of minor repairs since the fire and the ensuing flood. Because Sunny Acres Rest Home is being picky, 5 cats come along with the sale. Disregard tenant's complaint of shadow people and footsteps in the night. Now this is edited from spam subjects. I just, it's called Good Day. A puny guy attracts negative attention. Fantasizing is not enough. Here's the way out. If working out is not for you, there is an easy way. Do not worry about trifles. Grow your penis naturally. undergo a course of treatment just within a week. Put your street smarts to use, and women will be begging you to stay. Oops, your time has expired. Those are all subjects from the span. Just found poems. If life gives you lemon, buy melons. She yearned to endure the restraint of maiden form's cumbersome traps, to snare loads of hot-headed swains who'd seek to untangle her straps. Yet time took its own sweet time to form sacred mounds on her chest. They grew into grapes and then into limes, but nature neglected the rest. So she took the problems into her hands, with the help of a surgeon she'd known, who planted 2 implants in her barren sand. Now her boobs have a life of their own. That's it. Good. One more. Let me see. I think that I have just one more for the open. Okay. Thank you very much. I will allow thunderous applause.